Hi friends, hope I know you are eager to learn about part 4 of our constitution, DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy. Fine, what is DPSP and how it is differing from fundamental rights should be known, right? Okay, we are seeing from first. If you want to follow this lecture, kindly go through the previous lectures of our series. In our series, we have already completed what is preamble and how the constitutions are classified, like 24 parts, 25 parts have been categorized, and what are the articles and which articles suited for which part. Right, from 1 to 4, it's belong to union and its territories. From 5 to 11, it's citizenship. From 12 to 35, fundamental rights. So, from 36 to 51, it is DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy. There is a big difference between fundamental rights and DPSP because fundamental rights can be enforced by law. If fundamental right is not followed up properly, you can go and fight for justice. But in the case of DPSP, you can't fight for justice. It's just an direction to be followed. Then, one more important difference is that DPSP have been categorized by several means. For example, DPSP have been categorized as Gandhian principles, socialist principles, and intellectual principles. You know, socialist principles are worldwide, globally followed, like communism. What communism says about equality, fraternity. So, equality should be followed. It was stated in socialist principles. And our father of nation, Gandhi has said, smaller groups or weaker section of our population should grow well. Our economy should start up from villages. That is, his approach is bottom-up approach. Fine. So those principles are called as Gandhian principles. And to fight and to be stable with the environment, global environment, we should follow one more principle called intellectual principles. Right. So before classifying into Gandhian principles, socialist principles, let us go one by one, then we can categorize. Article 36 explains definition of state. So what is a state? That can be explained by definition of state. Article 37 says that DPSP can't be enforced by law. Any law can't enforce DPSP. Article 38 says that it should promote the social welfare by order, social order. See, suddenly people are assembling as per Article 19. You can form association, you can assemble. Do you remember in fundamental rights Article 19? It says that people can assemble anywhere without arms. Suddenly some collapse having happened and people are fighting here and there. At that time, you can promote social welfare by order, social order. Like that we say, right? So you can do like that. And Article 39, it says that prevention of concentration. 39 says that prevention of concentration of wealth. So, if you see after independence, all the wealth have been concentrated in few areas. Only few people if you take a village, the whole property of village will be like with that village zamindar, right? Or one or two great shots, big shots. Those people only accumulate all the wealth. So, to prevent that accumulation of wealth, it is an important DPSP. It's a directive principle. And all the people should be given with adequate means of livelihood. In your family, say you are 4 members, your father, mother, you and your brother. Hope your brother is not well, means he is just physically handicapped. But in that condition, whose duty to feed up your brother? It's a duty of all of your 3 to feed up that brother. The same case, it's a duty of our government to feed up adequate means of livelihood to all the people, to all its people, even it's Ambani or Virumoni, he should concentrate. Then Article 40, it says that Panchayat is a unit of self-government. As of Gandhian principle, each and every unit of growth will start up the village. So he is saying Panchayat should be a unit of self-government. By Article 40. Article 41. All the unemployed, disabled should be given up with wealth. See, from 40 to 41, I will say a trick. It's a story in Tamil. If you remember that story, it will be easy for you to understand. Guys, Stories are just for remembrance, to make you to understand. Take it in the literal way. Fine. Hope you do. என்ன கதைனா, பஞ்சாயத்தில் என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க, பஞ்சாயத்தில் கூடி வேலை இல்லாத பசங்களுக்கு வேலை கொடுப்போம், வேலை இல்லாத பசங்களை கல்யாணம் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டா திருந்திடுவாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க கல்யாணம் பண்ணி வைக்கிறாங்க. கல்யாணம் பண்ணி அந்த பொண்ணும் ஒரு பொண்ணை கல்யாணம் பண்ணி வச்சுறாங்க. அந்த பொண்ணும் அடுத்த வாழ்க்கையில் அடுத்த கட்டத்துக்கு போனதுக்கப்புறம் காட்டேஜுங்கிற ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரி, அதாவது என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க, வீடு பார்த்து கொடுக்கணும்ல, காட்டேஜில் என்ன குடிசை, ஸோ குடிசையில் வீடு பார்த்து வைக்கிறாங்க. அவங்க ஈக்குவலாக பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ண பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு குழந்தை பிறகுது. அந்த குழந்தைய வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், அது வளர்த்தப்பையும் அது வளர்ந்துச்சு என்ன செய்யுது, யூனிஃபார்ம் வாங்கி கொடுக்கணும்ல, யூனிஃபார்ம் வாங்கி கொடுக்குறாங்க. 6 வயசு வரைக்கும் அந்த குழந்தைய பாதுகாக்கிறாங்க. 6 வயசுக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த குழந்தைய என்ன பண்ணணும், அவன் வளர்ந்துடுறான். அவன் வளர்ந்துடணும், பாக்கெட் பண்ணி கேட்பான், அவன் பாக்கெட் பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும். அவன் உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் இந்த வயசு என்னென்ன, எவ்வளோ காசு செலவு இருப்பாங்க, கொடுத்தா நல்லாவா இருப்பாங்க, கொடுத்தா சரக்கு தம்மு தப்பான வழியில் போவாங்க. அதான் இன்டாக்சிகேட்டிங் ட்ரக்ஸ்ன்னு வச்சுப்போம். அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, பணம் பத்திரம்னா வீட்டில் உள்ள அண்டா கொண்டாலும் அடகு வச்சு சாப்பிடுவாங்க. அதுதான் ஸ்லாட்டரிங் கவுஸ், வீட்டில் உள்ள கவுஸை சாப்பிடுவாங்க, மாமிசை சாப்பிடுவாங்க. அது பத்திரம்னா அரசு பொருளுக்கு சரக்கு ஓவராக கேர் ஆகிடுச்சுன்னா அரசு பொருளுக்கு சேதம் விளைவிப்பாங்க. இப்போ பப்ளிக் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி உடைக்கிறது, டெஸ்ட் மிஷின் குடிக்கிறது, இதெல்லாம் 3 மாதம். அதுக்கப்புறம் கோர்ட்டுக்கு போனால் தான் அடங்குவாங்க. போலீஸ் ஸ்டேஷனில் கூட்டி போய் அடி போட்டால் தான் அடங்குவாங்க. இது வந்து ஜஸ்டிஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். கடைசியாக இதையெல்லாம் தூக்கி ஜெயிலில் போட்டு திருத்தினா தான் இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் பீஸ் அண்ட் செக்யூரிட்டி வரும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறது. இது ஒரு கதை மாதிரி சொன்னேன். இந்த கதையை எப்படி பொறுத்தலான்னு பார்ப்போம். Kind, you understand the story, right? So we are going to see how we are going to fit in it. To go for now, panchayat is unit of self-government, right? Then the unemployed and disabled child should be that will be Article 41. And Article 42, human condition for maternity leave. So for maternity leave, they are doing. Then 43, cottage industries. I said now the newly married couple should be staying in cottage. And due to the equal participation of work, they got a child, and the uniform civil code is applied for their children. They are providing uniforms, and after that they are going to the age 6. That is Article 45. It means that each and every child should be cared till 6. Recently, this Article 45 have been moved to Article 21A. In Fundamental Rights 21A, what we are seeing in Article 21A, it's compulsory for providing elementary education. It's right to elementary education. 6 to 14 years of child should be provided education. The remaining years, that is till the age 6, they should be provided with health care and other means. That is Article 45. Article 46 is nothing but economic section. Economically weaker section should be held. Article 47 is intoxicating drugs. Similarly, I said no, those guys will go and slaughter the cows and the underground so they are slaughter of rich pigs. And of course, it's a sub-branch. 48 is safeguarding wildlife. 49, what happens? Sarak girru nerchna enna பண்ணுவான், போய் பொருளெல்லாம் தட்டி உடைப்பான். So Article 49 is nothing but preventing monuments. Article 50, அப்போ போலீஸ் கையில் மாட்டானா, போலீஸ் கையில் மாட்டா என்ன பண்ணுவார், தூக்கி அவரோட எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிவ் பவரை காட்டி கோர்ட் வரைக்கும் நிறுத்துவாரா. ஸோ செப்பரேஷன் ஆஃப் ஜுடிஷியரி ஃப்ரம் எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிவ். ஸோ ஹியர் வாட் இட் மீன்ஸ், see there are 3 pillars in our parliament. If you say what is parliament, you should start president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So pillars of parliament are 3 things: judiciary, executive and legislative. Legislative means nothing but, see, I belong to Palayamkottai constituency of Tirunelveli district. If I am becoming an MP and if I am raising my voice, so they are going to build Ramar Palam, say they are going to build a bridge between Sri Lanka and India, and they are asking how many representatives are agreeing for it, and I am raising the hand and on behalf of Palayamkottai. So if I raise the hand, it means that whole Palayamkottai people are raising the hands for that approval. So these people, like that 545 people of India, representatives of India representing India, they are called legislative. Who are executive then? Executive are nothing but Prime Minister and his cabinet team. They are called executive. The real executive is Prime Minister, but as a nominal executive is President. So everything will happen in India on the name of President. Fine. So they are called executive. And you know judiciary is apart from all this. So why I am saying that? So separation of judiciary from executive, it belongs to Article 50. The final thing is Article 51, international peace and security. All the directive principles are aiming at only one thing: international peace. See, these conditions are saying that provide safeguarding ourselves and safeguarding our nearby cities and towns and panchayats. But how it's influencing on international peace? நம்ம சின்ன வயசில் படம் பார்க்கணும்னா சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க, நான் வீடு திருந்தினா நாடு திருந்தணும், வீடு திருந்தினா ஊர் திருந்தணும், தெரு திருந்தணும், தெரு திருந்தினா ஊர் திருந்தணும். The same way. So if you are securing your home well, your district, your state and your country will grow well. Finally, you will promote an international peace. Fine. So in the beginning of our lecture, I said that there are three categories: Gandhian principles, socialist principles and intellectual principles. Let us see how they are classified. Article 36 and 37 are just saying what is DPSP. Article 38, 39, 39A saying that socialist principles. 40 is Gandhian principles. Of course, panchayat means village environment, all belongs to 40. 41, 42, that is unemployed and helping maternity, humane condition, all belongs to socialist principles. It's self-understood, right? If you read it between lines, see, you should read between lines, understand the literal meaning of it, then you will easily categorize. Article 44, Uniform Civil Code. So throughout the country, you should have a single civil code. Civil code means what? Nothing but if a person in Tamil Nadu doing a mischief, what punishment given to him is same as in the case of Andhra or UP. But some special provisions are there in Jammu and Kashmir. That we will see in the forthcoming lectures. Article 45, child care. That is intellectual principle. Fine. Again, helping the poor, intoxicating drugs, milk sweets. Do you remember one story? Gandhi, before going to South Africa, he have promised his mother that he won't consume any drugs and he won't eat any non-veg. Means he won't eat any kill life. So these are called Gandhian principles. So government trying to implement throughout the country. Now you may be aware with the current affairs, right? Dadri case. In UP, a poor old man of Muslim community have been killed because of some political background that he ate cow. That's a big blunder, you know, because it was very well described in DPSP that only milk breeds, the breeds which secrete milk, should not be slaughtered. That is even a principle, it's not even a law. See, a law is enforced, if a law is just opposed, government can take an action. But if a DPSP is opposed, he can only guide it, not be action cannot be taken. So those cases related with Article 48. This might come because as per current affairs they will frame the questions, right? So 48 be thorough with that slaughter of rich pigs. 48 is nothing but safeguarding wildlife, which all comes under Gandhian principles. Then again, preventing monuments or separation of judiciary from executive, international peace and security, all belongs to intellectual principles. So DPSP have been made simple for you friends. It's easy if you learn with some patience and follow our lectures continuously. Science Teaching Academy is there to help you. Cheer up guys, thank you.